Hello and welcome back to Winter's Tales. My name is AJ Winters and tonight we're diving back into the Chronicles of Aelwyn. Look who we have back in the studio. Not only is Tate back at the table, but we also have a Mr. Robert Hartley over from New Zealand guest starring once again.
It's me, it's you.
How are we feeling tonight, team?
I think we're pretty good.
I have no idea.
Great.
Say my name 3 times in America. Huh.
It works. Try it.
What great! Wow! Yeehaw! Remember when we used to do that?
Remember that?
Remember those
A 1, 2, 3.
Yeehaw!
I'm new here.
Alright, since it's your first time back in the studio for season 3, our new sponsor, Sphinx Stationery, have sent a new campaign journal for you as a gift.
Fancy.
But they have also sent
I want one.
for Robert Hartley.
Oh, that's lovely. See, you don't ask, you don't get. That's very cool. Thank you.
Smells good.
Yeah, sniff
Thank you,
test.
Sphinx.
Yeah, that smells nice.
Notes of papyrus.
What's
Notes
our
of campaign.
Oh,
Some would say.
what's our Sphinx sting? Do we just go riddles?
Riddle. No, you have
But
feelings in the
lions-
evening.
Sphinx, it's a cat, right? With a human.
Meow,
No,
meow.
it's like 3 things. Isn't the Sphinx like the cat and the human head,
Yeah.
and then it's something else?
No.
That's a
It's just
chimera.
Wings.
Wings.
And that's the sting. All right.
So we just go.
Wings.
We just sniff our notebooks.
Sponsored by Sphinx.
Okay. All right. Look at it. Look
We
at
are
it.
no
This is
longer
beautiful.
sponsored.
This is
Okay.
amazing. Thank you.
Sphinx.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Tonight's episode is also sponsored by the insanely talented Emily K. Smith, our character artist for season 3, who has done an exceptional job with all 13 characters of season 3 thus far. It's truly overwhelming how incredible Emily has been to work with. Tonight we'll also be showing off Crroal's art, and I cannot wait for you all to see it. But for now, should we do a recap?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Yes. Miss this,
Crushed it.
guys.
Crushed it.
Previously on the Chronicles of Aelwyn. I have to go find her, Cade. She's my daughter.
Yeah, okay, I get it. Just don't go alone, okay? I will find someone to go with you. Can you please just wait for a second?
For what? She's my daughter. I have to go after her. Sorry. Roscoe, your attention is pulled elsewhere again as Everard stands up from the infirmary bed. He shakes his head, and somehow you know what choice he has made.
I know who might be able to help because they sort of helped us. I'll explain on the way.
They're all gone, and I think it's really, really funny because for the first time in my life, I didn't run away, but it didn't even matter because everybody else did.
There's a moment, and you'll replay this in your mind for days to come, weeks even, of something calling to you, something deeper, something festering. And here in this moment, this calling, it offers you help.
I'm tired of losing.
He'll take it.
It's been a long time since you've been in the city, Iggy. A lot has changed.
Yeah, we really fucked up.
Yeah. What? You mentioned the tattoos change.
Ah.
And that the dots on Cadence's arm were being crossed off.
Yeah.
Well, it could mean that the markers are being crossed off every 2 weeks, roughly 18 days apart. Going by that, I would know when the last one would be crossed off, which would be the day before the week of night.
No.
Sick.
I think maybe you need to get the band back together.
I've just separated from the band.
That was 15 days ago.
We have been trying this whole time to be the good guys and to do everything like by the book and as nicely as possible. And now we're in the Shattered Isles and we're like, scrap that.
We have 10 weeks.
What's it mean, Iggy?
It's a countdown until the ritual.
Well, I say we're missing another 2 pieces of this picture at least.
But I don't think I can.
continue on. If I'm being perfectly honest.
The four of you watch as the tattoos on Roscoe disappear from her body, which means there is no writing or depictions of the tattoos that were on Roscoe's body anymore.
Well, I hope this doesn't make things extremely difficult.
You're also free.
Thank fuck you've got her. Well, what was that you were just doing?
There must be like a door or something that we have to find. That's the knock.
It's a secret knock
code.
And with that, a sense of complete relief washes over you, Roscoe. The last gnawing piece that was stopping you from letting go of the puzzle. So with that, are we ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah!
Roll that intro. The sun bears down on the hot Assyrian sands of Natreva, the lesser of many dangerous aspects to this region. The black sands may be coarse, drawing in heat as hot as fire itself, but it is not as deadly as what can surface at night. So long as those that wander stay far from the howling choir of the soulstorm ever plaguing the land as they are cursed to do, then everything will be fine. A pair of peddlers, large long-legged birds with giant webbed feet that can run across the sands with little to no issue, were procured upon reaching the shores after 3.5 days at sea, avoiding the storm between the shattered isles and the coast this time. After a tearful farewell to the smallest member of the once Unmarked 6, rough plans were made. On Peddler, you could make it to Nauvoo by nightfall on the 3rd day of winter. Now, as the four of you ride these stolen birds, reality kicks in a little. Is Everard even in the Lost City? With 4 days until the next mark on Cadence's arm will be crossed off, you pray to all of the gods that Iggy is right. Which is why we shall not begin tonight's story here in this moment, but instead cast our minds back to the 19th of Prinos, back to the monastery, back to the burnt remains of Queensport, back to the mind of Everard Thatch.
just within the
Just
mind.
a little bit. Everard, your mind begins to stir. You can hear the voices of your friends just barely audible on your periphery. Sounds of people coming and going. Iggy and Roscoe leave your side, and soon after Ineska too. Cadence hesitates, but you feel as their hand leaves yours to chase after Ineska. And in that brief moment of silence before you open your eyes, you hear her. Valentine. Where's my brother?
Back off, you evil witch!
Now that's not very nice. Remember what happened the last time you got in my way, little one?
Say that again.
Now, as much as I would love to see you take on Skepti, little miss, I would not recommend it here. Not if you want the body that you're in to remain as it is. Everard, this isn't safe. Your head is pounding. Even just sitting up is painful. You do not have any physical wounds, but the 4 women arguing in your head right now is causing a splitting headache. You are alone in this moment. Well, physically. And strangely, a fifth voice pops into your head. Crroal.
I think this is accompanied by some wind at this point, because I think he's on his skimmer, and he goes, "Right, let's try this again. I'm out of Duke now, so I might be able to hear myself think. Look, I couldn't catch your last message too well. So, where are you?"
Why can't people just speak out loud instead of in my fucking head? Sorry, you probably heard that as well.
I did. I was trying to work out how you would think. I'm like miles and miles away. I don't know how I would have spoken to you except through this.
No, makes sense. We're in the fuck. We're fucked. There's so much going on.
Who's the voice in your head? He sounds hot.
I swear to God, if you try and fuck him,
Are you still there? Where are you?
If you try and fuck him, I'm gonna have a problem with you too.
Ev, are you alive?
Yep. Barely.
Give me a name, a city, a region, a fucking forest. Tell me where you are, for Christ's sake.
In the middle of a courtyard.
Okay, that was on me for allowing to. I need something more specific so that I can find you in the freaking world.
Oh right. Queensport.
Ah, there we go. We're on track. All right. Are you safe? Like, what's the deal? I'm heading home. Do you want me to pick you up?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, pick me up. No, I'm not safe. No one's safe here.
Right.
This whole place is fucked.
Get out of Queensport then. Start heading west. Head to the insert area of the world that Crroal would know, but Robert doesn't here. And I'll pick you up on the way through to endeavour.
Great. Fantastic. Everard just gets up, starts walking.
You can see ahead of you, just out of the door, Roscoe is standing there. And you know that if you continue forward out that door, you're going to run into every friend you have. And if you go the other way, you might not.
Ev just takes a beat for a second and just stares at Roscoe. Just unable to formulate words. Just shakes his head and goes.
You do as such.
And I would like to try and find the barrel, which was in the other direction, of where Valentine's body was.
Investigation check.
It's gonna be great. It's the first one.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be such a good.
roll.
It's gonna be. I'm manifesting.
18
Oh, it's turning around.
plus
0.
Season 3,
Turn
baby.
around, it's finally made it.
Season 3.
Get ready for these rolls.
You've done your duty.
I've done my time.
Even though directionally you can't tell which way is north, you find your way back to the barrel that you hid Valentine's body in. And it's empty.
I don't like that.
And you hear a chuckle in the back of your mind. It's not gonna be that easy now, is it? Come on, pretty boy. What you got?
Everyone just ignores it. Keeps walking.
You're not gonna be able to ignore me for long. What's your room like?
No, back off!
Kick her in the shins.
Fuck.
Don't know the body. Okay, yeah. We'll just keep going then west, east, west,
East.
east.
Inland.
Yep, that.
Okay. I'm going to assume that the two of you meet up, even if it took.
I looked at the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that assumption.
It took 20 days.
Here's what I'm gonna
But
here's what I'm gonna say. Please both roll me a d4.
Why?
Come on.
D4?
Come on.
D4.
What way's Weast?
Weast! 1!
Okay, it took you 2 days
Okay.
to fully
meet in the
team
middle
up.
of our
That was
numbers?
between the two numbers,
Cool.
and
2
you
days to
headed
meet up.
towards
No,
the
I
Lost
said
No.
head east. Why would you have headed west?
I thought you said
Queensport.
Weast. That's
Queensport's
on
on-
you. You need to enunciate properly.
Queensport's on the west coast. How would you have even headed west? Did you charter a ship?
Not west, Weast. What are you talking about?
West isn't a direction, you moron. What's the
Of
matter with
course
you?
it is. Have you ever directioned before?
Did you go up the coast?
There's a lot of that.
Just didn't move.
Eventually, towards the border between Crestfell and Natreva, the two of you team up. You have a skimmer. You have Bibblebop. What happens when you guys finally meet up?
I think it's because my skimmer's adaptable for different terrain, so I guess look across the plains to see me just tramming towards you, and then as I pull up beside, you see that Bibblebop is already taking the side carriage. So I'm like, so you can either ride on top of him or saddle up behind me. Also, hi, nice to finally get back. You look like shit. Do you want to climb on and tell me on the way, or do you want to stop for dinner first?
Everyone's gonna climb up.
Mhm.
Punch him in the face.
Oh, alright, why? What did I do?
The boat.
Oh, that wasn't me though, you prick. It's not like I had an option.
I don't give a fuck.
Alright, well,
I told you to get smarter. Have you got smarter yet?
I owe you one for that, and it's gonna come when you're least expecting it.
Great.
So
Great.
I set off. I just try and get you off the back of it and stop again. Get on, and then we set off, and I'll explain on the way.
Bibblebop on my lap.
That's not how that works.
He will crush your
Bibblebop is
face.
half your size. Also, roll me a d4.
1.
You take 1 point of damage from punching Crroal.
Because I made a rock.
He's made a rock.
Yeah.
Write
Good.
it down.
Good. I wanted that.
So she was very charming. Too charming.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to turn her down for the things that she wanted me to do, which was weird. And since my memories have been coming back to me, I have remembered some of the things that she wanted me to do, such as interrogate, to put it politely, your Arator friend, Allegro. So he is not in such a good way when I last saw him. I thought at the time that I had sort of managed to escape. Things were a little hazy as I was coming out of the mind-altering thing that she was doing to me. The more I think about it, the more I think she just didn't have use of me anymore and let me go. Because I don't think I would have been able to escape whatever she was doing to me. It was something else, and I don't know how she was doing it. I was looking for like lockets or like something, like Assyrian or some sort of magic. I couldn't see anything. I think I don't know, she's got away with it that I don't know how she was doing it, but I hope I don't see her again until I've had time to research it and think how to deal with that again in the future. She definitely knows all that I know about CGM now, and how to mine it, and how to use it properly, and its properties, its limitations. She just mined me for information about it, basically. Everything I know about soul energy as well. She started going into topics of like what the soul storm is and how our soul canisters work. She took some of the canisters that I brought with me from Bibblebop. I basically just told her my life's work for free. Didn't even get the commission that I was promised, so that's great. Don't know how I'm going to pay the folk at the mechanics shop for the next month, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Are you alright?
I will be.
Good.
What happened with you?
Oh fuck! You're gonna love this. So we were there having a fun time, premonition, all that sort of shit. Everything was coming to, big, scary, demon-looking monster thing.
Shadow monster is pretty much the only words I heard during your
That was it.
last night. What the hell?
And then Iggy's sister was there.
Iggy's the
Leonard.
Leonard. I keep getting Ethid and Leonard mixed up. Yeah, right. Iggy was the Leonard, right?
Yeah.
His sister was there.
Yeah. One that's, highly involved with the Blue Syndicate.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right. I'm with you.
Yeah.
She was there? She turned up?
She was there. She started doing this ritual thing.
Right.
I don't know whether she started it or she was just one of the few that were part of some wide scale thing.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would, yeah. She she let us get her.
Like capture her.
Capture her life.
Kill her.
Yeah, that's what.
That's words are useful when you're trying to convey messages.
Yeah.
So you killed her. Killed Iggy's sister. But she let you kill her. She didn't want to be a part of it anymore or something.
I mean, I just feel as though it was too easy.
Like
That
regretted.
makes sense. I mean, we've faced up against her before and we've never had any fucking hope.
Right. She just regretted her decisions, got in too deep with the Blue Syndicate.
I don't know.
Alright.
But
I mean, she's dead. One less Azerite dogs.
We-
good for the world.
might have a way to find out what she was doing though.
Right.
You know how before I said, did you get smarter?
Right.
You haven't, have you?
I mean, yeah. It was.
I've just got a really dumb idea that I need you to get on board with.
Right. I can always get on board with your dumb ideas. You
Great.
need to be smarter for those.
So there was this big thing that plunged itself into the dirt, the earth there. There were these statues around that were casting some sort of channeling, some. I don't even
You've
fucking
always
know.
been great with magic, haven't you? You've always been great with the explanations of words.
Yeah. That's part of my charm.
Yeah, it's part of it. That and your good looks.
I didn't need to say it. If I could explain to you exactly what it was, then I would. But I literally have no fucking idea.
So there was something that was channeling something.
There were a
And
few
this
things
is in-
channeling something,
this is in
which brought a
Queensport.
thing down, and
This is in Queensport, yeah?
and
this is all the ritual.
you're gonna like this next bit. So there was an opportunity.
Right.
I like to think of myself as an opportunistic person,
Oh, of course.
and
Always have been. Well, we got
look,
lots of left.
we got lucky.
And killed his sister.
Killed his sister, and when she died, her spirit orb thing went up into this mass of other ones, and then it seemed like these statue things were channeling the energy from that, and I don't know whether we broke it or interrupted it or what exactly happened, but one managed to escape the thing.
Is any of the as somebody who has studied souls and soul energy and soul storm, none of this rings any bells at all.
No.
Okay. Even him describing a soul or whatever he said, like that doesn't make any sense to me.
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay, Arcana's pretty good. Pretty good. Raise only. 17 plus 4, 21.
Okay. Loosely speaking, if you were to interpret whatever Everard's trying to explain into
Whatever Art's trying.
Whatever.
into logic,
Yeah. I should be expert.
Sure.
I've
Yeah.
been doing that my whole life.
Sea Gem is technically a tiny soul orb.
Yes, because it's from the crab things that eat the
Yeah,
octopus things
they
that eat people
and
then leave behind a pearl.
they leave behind a pearlish type stone that is
Right.
the equivalent of bone and essence of someone. A giant soul orb floating in the center of the city where Iggy's dead sister's spirit floated into. You assume that
Right.
they were conducting something where they were converting souls into a giant sea gem.
Yes. Okay. I think I'm with you. So then one of them managed to escape from that, one of the souls.
It did. What else?
And you think it was Iggy's sister?
I've got a strong feeling it was. Remember when we were traveling through that, can't remember what it was called. You took us there. We saw the one of those meals that I had, like spaghetti.
Ah, right,
Like,
yeah.
You know how like sometimes when you're eating spaghetti, you
What's spaghetti?
Slurp noodles.
Slurp noodles. You know the old those slurp noodles. You know when you're
Slurp
doing that.
Aye.
Straw. You know when you've got a drink and you have a straw.
No.
Straws don't exist either.
What?
I
You
don't
know
know.
when you
Just
know
noodles.
you know when you're playing playing the handpipes
Right.
and instead of going, you accidentally go,
I don't know that. But sure.
and
So-
it's like
Are you trying
it
to
makes like a
use
reverse
Are you
noise.
trying to use some sort of roundabout allegory for how to suck something?
That's
The process-
it.
The
Suck.
process of
Sucking.
sucking something in.
Right.
I'm aware of the
You're aware that you suck.
physical mechanics of you
So
sucking.
that little soul happened to.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. This is a very roundabout way of saying it. You absorbed somebody's soul during the fight.
Aye.
And you think it was Iggy's sister that you absorbed.
I don't think it was.
You know it was. Oh shit! Is she inside you like this, sisters?
Sure is.
You could have said that in like 700 different ways, and you picked the hardest one out of all of them. Is she listening?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
She just said it.
Fuck. Right. Okay.
Mm.
I've got to teach you how to get to the point without burying the lead. So many ways. So the sister's still in there
The
as
stories
well.
would be pretty boring if you just said the thing that you wanted to say.
And the sister's still in there as well.
Yes.
Okay. So now I have 4 guests.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, that's why when you spoke in my head, there was a fifth one. The voice.
That's what you were saying. People talking.
It's just like fuck it. Just
Right.
speak in person.
What's-
Anyway.
What's her name? I can't just keep calling it Iggy's sister. What's your name, love?
What's your
You
name?
wanna come out and say hello?
Fuck you.
You wanna come out and say hello? Is that something?
Are you gonna come out and say hello? Come on. Come out.
is that something
Go
she
on.
can do?
Come on. I'm trying to. Come on.
Here, piss. Come on out, love. They like sap, don't they? Let's find a tree. I'll pull the skimmer over and I'll hop off and get a little screwdriver and I'll tap a tree.
I feel like I've aged. I feel like that whole thing. That whole thing.
Is that the episode? Is that
it?
I'm gonna get some sap from this tree and be like, up to Everard's face and be like, come on, love, here we go, lovely sap. Here, is she listening? Is she saying?
Are you listening?
Is she saying things?
Is happening?
You're an idiot.
This is gonna be fun.
Thank you. It takes one to know one, as they say.
Alright, well, I guess we'll deal with that when we get home. I can't really deal much with it here, but once we get back to the lab, maybe we can do something about it. Do you feel alright? Like,
No.
no? Feels different?
Not at all. I feel terrible.
Do you feel like having sisters is when you started developing your magic, yeah? So, like, are you more magical with her? Do you have her abilities?
Do I?
What could she do?
She could
Like you said that she was
do
powerful,
one thing
right? When you...
that I remember and I wrote it down in my mind, not in a book.
I would just on that start writing things down externally because now she's in your mind. If she doesn't want you remembering,
Can you
things
try and
about
cast a
her-
spell
Of
on
course,
something
of
so it
course.
stays on something?
Sure.
Do it.
I will.
Like
I
a
will-
constant
like
reoccurring
a
magic
constant
thing.
Reoccurring magic thing. All right, I will do so. I've got some concentration spells.
I'm actually unwell. I'm unwell.
I got some concentration spells. I will cast. Let's see. Alarm. Alarm is a concentration. Is a constant spell. It's not concentration, but it's a thing that I can set. Around the bike, I'll get out a piece of silver wire from Bibblebop's drawers, and I will start ritually casting alarm around the thing, and I'll put a 20-foot cube around us, and I say, "You remember this one? I set it every night before I leave the shop. If anybody steps into it, it sets off a ding-a-ling in my head."
Can you roll me a recall roll?
Almost want it. So when we'll do this thing first.
Yes.
16.
You do remember. It's a brief flash, but as if you see exactly what Crroal just said, you can picture a workshop where Crroal set up this silver wire along the base of it every night before closing the workshop in the lost city of Naboo.
So, what can you do?
Huh.
What?
Uh,
What are you looking at?
Now, when we were on the boat
Yes.
with those shadow peoples and such,
Yes.
she cast Dispel Magic.
Sure.
Can I attempt to cast Dispel
You
Magic?
can certainly try.
What would you like?
Arcana.
16.
This guy.
Look at him go.
Oh.
I haven't rolled below a 10 yet.
These
I'm
are in
fucking
the
on top of the world.
Maybe touch some wood.
You hear an interesting sound from the back of your mind of Valentine straining. You can hear this low growl
Hey.
as she fights you on this. She rolled higher than you by 1. And so she's in a little bit of discomfort. But if you were able to push her, you would be able to tap into her magic potentially.
You're right. You look like you're constipated. This just looks like you're struggling. Like, do you need to eat more fiber?
Yes, but also,
Nothing happened. What was
I
that
didn't
proven?
because she's fighting me on it, which means that it is possible to tap into
okay.
her.
You just have to be strong. So it's you that needs to get smarter.
Not smarter, probably.
I mean, she's
Probably
in your
can't get
mind,
smarter than
right?
somebody that's literally in my brain, though. You know?
Everard,
Like,
please.
it's your mind that
Stop.
she's so like. If you got smarter, it'd make a stronger palace that she has to
Yeah, she
navigate.
She might have more books to read.
Or maybe, yeah.
Maybe that, maybe.
Or maybe it's like making a mind maze within your own head that she has to navigate.
I
Like
think
trap
I'm
her.
gonna kill her.
What's happened? What's that? That's quite the face journey.
Let's not for now, please.
No.
Please.
No.
What's happening?
I will. Please.
She's found things I didn't want her to find.
Like what?
Memories.
Of what?
My memories.
Right.
What's happening?
I'm just gonna have a quick chat with Valentine for a moment, if you wouldn't mind. So, V, how are you? Clearly not good.
I'm swell.
Great. Look, this can either be a really painful journey for the both of us, or just for you. That's completely up to you. Because unfortunately, you are trapped inside my head. I'm not trapped with you.
I don't think you understand how this works.
No. I don't think you understand how this works because unfortunately it's my body and everything that happens to me happens to you. So, like I said, we can either play nice or I can make this extremely uncomfortable for you.
Here's the thing that I've learnt from the brief time already in your mind. If you make it uncomfortable for me, you make it uncomfortable for them. And you care about them, don't you?
Yeah.
Best of luck.
Thank you. Got any
Alcohol?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, I do, but like...
It's gonna be for the best. Trust me. Just be until we get to the workshop.
Alright, I will, but I'm your conscience here, right? So like, you listen to me when I say you've had enough. This time. Because I won't see you slip again like last time. You don't remember it, even before all of your memory was well lost, you were barely remembering anything. But I remember it. It was about 5 years of me trying to help you through things that you weren't even telling me about. And I won't see it happen again. Can I trust you that this is something you can control now?
Probably not, but I mean, you're a lot bigger than I am. Surely you can just control me, right? Your word. I'll do what I can.
I will open up a drawer and bibble up and get out a bottle. Hand it to you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Sisters, forgive me.
Take a smaller one that's a more breast pocket sort of thing. Can't drink alone. I've got to limit mine because I'm driving. swing my leg back over the skimmer. And thankfully it's just across sands of Nishreva for the most part. There's very little things I can drive into. So I swing my leg back over the skimmer. I've got my Orb of Direction, which is one of my Artificer infusions that tells me which direction I'm going. I'm not going to get lost over the sands. And we set off towards Naboo. With you getting blind drunk and blocking out the gills in your head, I guess.
Perfect. So, when you get to the city of Naboo and you make your way back to your workshop, luckily everything is intact.
Good.
Your team have been taking care of things whilst you've been gone, and there doesn't seem to be any sabotage from the Blue Syndicate nor from Dart Silas and the Queen's Boys.
Good.
However, Deirdre looks at you with a curious expression.
What's up?
You don't know what happened, do you?
To me? This is Everard, by the way. You met very briefly like
Pleasure.
6 years ago. but-
Pleasure's mine.
You've
Set
changed.
things up. You don't remember Deirdre? She was a lot more. She
Roll
was
the
different. She was.
Deirdre
2.
Deirdre
You're baby.
Very cold.
is
It's the moment you started drinking.
Yeah.
That's
Here you have.
Shit,
You
so
have one
thematic.
right
Oh my
now.
god.
Deirdre stands at about 6 foot. She is incredibly muscular, a Traven like Crroal, and you can see that
Bigger than me, like bulkier.
she's very buff, but she has sort of altered her body to be feminine in some areas where the rest of her body doesn't seem to be. She looks you up and down with a familiarity, but a curious expression, and then turns back to Crroal.
You don't remember her? She looked different when you met her. She was... What? What's up?
The lower district was attacked.
What? When? Why? How?
19th of Prenos.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
How
Apparently,
was the same day as Queensport? Go on.
what?
Queensport was also attacked on the same day.
Oh.
What happened?
What?
Howlers, apparently, escaped from the lower caves into the lower district and tore it asunder. Half the buildings went up in flame.
Howlers?
Yeah.
That's, like, as a coordinated thing, that doesn't sound right.
What's that? What's
Mm.
that?
You don't remember howlers? They're, like, big fuck-off monsters that dig through the land, leaving tunnels behind that howl with the wind. But you can hear them coming before you see them.
Sounds terrifying.
Too many legs. Mandible teeth. Nasty. They're huge and leave a mess in their wake. But they're not coordinated.
No.
They wouldn't have attacked unless there was reason. The Blue Syndicate operate from the Low District.
They're known to.
That's crazy.
Anyway, thought I'd let you know before I
What's
pack up.
happened then? Is it still in disrepair?
It was a couple of days ago now. A lot of people have lost their homes,
Oh, shit.
establishments, all sorts. The Veiled Tapestry District, fine. It seemed to not come out of the lower district.
So, I mean, that's sus to me. Like, that's clearly them moving on. They wouldn't have attacked their own place without having somewhere else to go.
You think the Blue Syndicate did it?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same day that they have some sort of weird sea gem ritual thing that attacks the smoke monsters and shit. It's a whole thing. I'll fill you in on it later, love. But it's like they've attacked Queensport, and so on the same day they've obviously moved on from here.
We haven't received any reports about that.
No?
No.
I wonder if they're also attacking like news fans and stuff. They don't want people to know about Queensport.
Well, any news we receive from Crestville is often coloured in fanciful writing, but
Like nothing. You heard nothing.
not an attack.
This doesn't seem right.
No, that doesn't seem right at all.
That was a big fucking deal. And this. So they're covering shit up.
The Covenant shit. They're trying to get rid of evidence or whatever. Like, we should join the cleanup crew. Because if we can find anything that they've left behind, anything they've not taken out.
Right.
Are we helping people? Like, have you managed to, like, people that have been bringing vehicles or anything that was damaged in the attack, we can...
No vehicles were attacked,
no
luckily.
vehicles attacked.
Everything was up on the sands.
Oh,
But
shit.
we've been housing a few people.
Right. Okay.
I left the workshop untouched, obviously. Don't want
Thank
people
you.
going in and out of
Thank
that. Anyway, I'll close up shop for the day.
Right.
Because you look tired.
It's been a long journey.
All right. I'll get as much information as I can and look into it.
Thank you.
I'll leave you to it.
Darling. Is Cedric around?
Yeah.
What?
Was that a howler? Was that the noise?
That was not a howler. That was David. She has a.
Are you a howler?
She can be. She can be more dangerous than that.
Look, my voice occasionally breaks. You don't have to. Wow.
I know, right?
Judgy.
Insensitive.
Yeah.
He's a prick.
It can't be worse than you.
Is he around or what? What's it?
He's around. He has a new girlfriend.
Okay.
Yeah. So, with you out of town, he's been late.
I imagine I will kick his ass.
All right.
All right. What? My protege. I don't know. What do we call him?
Apprentice?
My gopher. Apprentice. Gopher. You know, like go for this, go for that.
Go for coffee.
I need you to go for coffee.
What's coffee?
Coffee. It's what we call the
Didn't you call it Crawfy?
Crowfy. That's what I said. Crowfy.
Crawfy. Wasn't that your drink?
Anyway. Explain to me what the two of you get up to in the next 29 days. Anything exciting?
So we want to try and figure out a way to talk to V, or
Yes. So I want information from.
not entirely extract, but like if we're able to, in some capacity, control her.
Yeah, I guess testing is the first thing. Testing the boundaries, testing what you're able to do with her, testing what circumstances make it easier to control her. Like if you're tipsy but not all the way drunk, is that helpful or is that actually worse? Those sorts of things over the next few days. Also, testing ways to try and intimidate her, I guess, because what can you threaten somebody with if she's already dead?
Life.
Yeah, threaten to bring her back to
I'll
life.
bring you back. I
Swear I'll bring you back.
Exponentially longer metaphors.
Longer?
It's still really good.
Longer?
3 days.
Even longer ones.
That's how you break me.
Okay.
Watching your face throughout that whole bit, I think, was my favorite part.
I will need you both to roll for me.
Yeah.
Because I think the two of you have different intentions here. Everard, you are trying to intimidate, intoxicate, and torture Valentine?
I think those are all his ideas.
Well, you tried to get Valentine drunk. For what purpose?
To shut her up.
To shut her up. Okay. And then what? What are you trying to do?
Everyone didn't think that far ahead.
Okay.
That was it.
Then I will turn.
And then he was drunk.
Then I will turn first to
And then he
Crroal.
just-
What are you trying to accomplish?
He's the smart
What
one.
am I trying to accomplish? So Crroal is feeling really vengeful about his whole interaction with Dark Silas, and up to this point has sort of kept his nose clean from the Blue Syndicate, kept himself out of it. But now he feels like, well, they've got me involved now, so now I've got a bone to pick with them, sort of thing. So I want to know how Dark Silas and the Queen's Boys were related to the Blue Syndicate, what they've got going on between them, any information about what the attack was about and the whole CGEM thing that he's done such a great job of explaining. Any information. So basically just information. I want information from Valentine about the Blue Syndicate and everything related to that.
And how are you going about that?
I think Crroal goes about it the way that he knows how, by first trying to be a charmer. He's pretty chatty. He's got a very high charisma, very good persuasions.
Okay, roll a persuasion roll.
And then if that fails, he tries to go about it through intimidation and violence. Yep, that'll be a fail with a 9 probably. I don't know, it's about average.
Okay, you spend a couple of days trying to
Charm.
sweet talk Iggy's sister from inside Everard's head.
So you're just hitting on Everard.
Yeah, pretty much.
It doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Your next tactic is to
Intimidation.
intimidate. How are you intimidating her?
I don't know, because normally it would be like physical violence.
Are you physically hurting Everard?
No, I'm trying to get her out to try and... Can I in that time get her out of his head? Or does she never come out?
You can certainly try.
That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to get
Okay.
her to manifest as a physical form so that then I can tie her to a chair. And
In that case, this will be an Everard roll. Everard,
Fuck.
do you know how to get the sisters out of your head without them trying to?
Ask nicely. There have been circumstances where he has pushed for people to peer in times of need. It's probably going to try and tap into that, not necessarily asking, but like requiring,
Okay. Like commanding.
commanding, probably a better word.
All right. Roll me an intimidation check from yourself then.
7.
You quickly realize that, and this might be a bit of a sad realization to Everard, the sisters have a lot more control of when they can leave your body and re-enter it than you realized. When you call upon them, it is them accepting that and coming out of your person rather than you pulling them out.
Can he ask the sisters
Push her out.
to push her out?
That could be cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Who do you ask first? Or all of them? Okay.
Same time.
You hear from inside your head, this is a day that you
Cat fight.
tried not to drink to give the sisters the best fighting chance. What tears apart in your mind is the worst experience you've probably been through thus far.
Cool.
Mostly because you see a side to Skepti you have never seen before.
Cool. Not cool.
This usually innocent voice of Skepti said some vile things from inside your mind towards
She's been around a
Valentine
lot longer than
as,
her age, see.
yeah, almost 2,000 years. As she and the other sisters...
She's coming out with like ancient Egyptian slurs. So, like, civilizations that have long died.
Relatively tame by modern standards.
You oaf.
You scallywag. Nincompoop. They try to drag Valentine out of you, and unfortunately, they did not roll very high. And Valentine seems to be a lot stronger. You don't know why, but as you start to investigate into souls, there are some interesting theories presented to you. One of them being Valentine is new to Everard's form and new to the tether that is Everard. The sisters were able to leave Everard's body after a period of time where they were able to form their own corporeal bodies and...
Yeah, it was like 3 years after
This-
bonding before you even introduced me to them.
Yeah.
No,
You-
7 years.
You get the idea that maybe Valentine can't physically leave you yet. Or that it's more difficult than the sisters who can kind of do it instantaneously.
Alright, well, we'll have to go about this a different way then. Yeah, at that point, I'm like, I'm gonna have to learn how to extract it indirectly, like against her will or whatever, and I start coming up with theories of like electrocutions and stuff, like things to get his body into a state of where his mind and body are disconnected, which I know can happen when you're in extreme pain, and you can disconnect your body, go into like your happy place to try and disconnect your nervous system from yourself, sort of thing. So I like going down theories of exploring that, and I don't put any of them into practice yet, but I start like putting notes together, I think.
What, is that my head?
Yeah. So in theory, if I put you in enough pain, you should be able to disconnect from yourself, which I think might disconnect her from you. This is dangerous stuff.
Okay. What
So
else
I
have you
want
got?
to- I've got a few different ideas. You don't want the extreme pain one?
Look, I just
I'll
want
just skip
explore
through
all
avenues.
avenues.
Just get to the ones that are less extreme pain. Okay, well, intoxication. Let's try the different methods of intoxication. So we've tried drink. Drink just shuts her up. There's a few different drugs that we could try. I think I'm gonna start going through the Lost City in a booth, getting like just all of the like a smorgasbord of all of the drugs that I can find.
Whoa.
Just being like,
I'm your conscience.
yeah.
I'm your conscious. Have
This is why-
cocaine.
This is why I'm doing it, because I'm regulating it. I'm staying sober while I decide which parts he's taking and in what dosages.
Yeah. Okay, by week 2, you are
Kind of this
experimenting
experimental
with
Yes,
drugs
I guess
and
it's-
pain.
You're a psychiatrist, really.
Yeah, let's try you on a different set
Yeah,
of drugs
yeah.
and see which ones can help the voices in your head.
You learn that there is a particular hallucinogenic spawned from mushrooms here
What are
in... Mushrooms exist. Fuck you.
Every other possible
Berries
plant
also
and animal.
exist. Berries exist. This is a different type of mushroom. Anyway, fungi.
Okay. Fungi exist, everybody.
God, I felt good,
That was vindication for everyone at the
It's
table.
quite good.
Andrew is sitting at home being like, maybe goose are real. Geese.
A particular hallucinogenic fungi that is distilled into a liquid and drunk in teas or used in sort of...
So coffee doesn't exist, but teas do.
Tea exists, yeah.
Okay.
That's been established. There are ointments as well, ointment versions of it that you can rub into the skin.
I'm gonna try those.
Okay,
LSD. Let's get you on some mushrooms.
so
Some what?
Some mushrooms. Mushrooms. They're a type of fungus that's.
do you want the
Well,
name
no,
of said
no.
mushroom?
I do.
Okay.
Of course.
Where are they?
Which ones?
So many
I
fight
want
words.
actual mushrooms to eat.
I think they're over there.
Are they edible?
Torhaus
You eat
powder,
the stuff that's been on your shelves.
Do I have to snort everything?
You
that
don't
we've
have to
got?
eat
Yeah, you have.
Galaxamere,
Is it the dotty, red dotty ones in the little
No,
jar?
not the speckledy eggs.
Epsom or Toba.
Let's just try them all. Let's get them all.
Maybe
out.
give us the name,
Force
we can
Tate
find the
to-
label.
to eat them all.
Draw.
Here we go. Skeet guano.
Anyway,
Skeet, skeet.
I shall find the mushroom later. Dry axe root. There we go. Dry axe root.
Nice.
Those don't look edible.
Don't open it. You procure yourself some dry
Okay.
axe.
Wasn't cheap, but I managed to get some dry axe root. Haven't had this in about 15 years. So I think it's still done in this. I think I still know how to prepare it.
With a 17 on the dice roll, you spend 4 days hallucinating, where you're able to separate the 3 sisters and Valentine from each other.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Like putting them in timeout or in their own rooms
Ooh, nice.
within your brain.
See, mind palace. This is what I'm talking about.
But
So,
you also see like
get a mind maze.
a sea monster at one point
Is Roscoe like riding it?
and
Isn't it?
luxlings with giant purple crystals on their back.
I'm taking furious notes. I'm like asking him what he's seeing and
Purple.
I've written purple like 40 times on the page.
So,
I'm taking like timer.
after that experiment, whilst he is hallucinating, you have some old research from when you tried to separate souls from
Yeah.
the energy. This was back when Penn was around. This is the reason Seeley overreacted and accidentally killed Penn. But you could try and tap into this knowledge. And if you got it right, you could separate the soul from Everard.
If I get it wrong,
If you get it wrong,
kill him.
you could take Everard's soul
That's fun.
or one of the sisters instead.
And then I absorb you into me. And I get all the power. Highland.
Can we trust this
Um,
guy?
I'm going to whip my way around all of you in turn.
So, I don't assume that you're going to try this on the first attempt.
No. Until I felt like I was confident that I could get it right, I wouldn't attempt it.
But by the 28th day, you have enough research to be able to attempt something.
Yes.
Even just to be able to identify the 4 souls within Everard. Not necessarily extract them, but to source them within him.
Okay.
Do you attempt it?
What is the risk? Like, is it still that I could like kill him or rip his soul out or something?
You aren't trying to extract.
No. So what is the
The risk is
to formulate them, work out what they are.
it's a low chance, but you could blend souls by accident.
Ooh,
Like
okay.
mixed together.
What are we talking? Let's give me mechanics so I can decide. How risky is it? After this much preparation and
With this
research?
much preparation and research, I'll tell you it is not a high risk.
Not a high risk.
Because you're not trying to extract yet.
Okay. And I would be rolling a what?
You would be rolling an arcana.
Okay. And with the research, I would have advantage.
Sure.
We gotta do that.
Research.
Okay. An arcana check with advantage.
Yep.
I've got a +4 to that.
Yep.
I feel like I would do it.
Do it.
I feel like I would ask him first if he wants me to do it, and I would explain the risks as best I can. Now that he's been a couple of days off of Dryax route. Now that we've exhausted our Dryax route altogether, I would say, with a clear head, is there something you want me to try and do? At the moment, I'm not taking her out. I just want to be able to ascertain. If I'm successful here, what will I get? I'll be able to tell which of his powers come from which of the things in his head.
And you'll be able to tell which sister is which.
Right. If I'm successful, I'll have a much better knowledge about the 4 things in your head, and from that point, I can start pinpointing who to try and grab, if we can find a way to try and grab one of them. Because at the moment, I'd just go fishing, and we've got a 25% chance of grabbing the right one, and I don't want to do that without being able to work out which is which.
It's probably a question for them, not me.
I mean, are you okay with me trying?
I trust you to the end of the world.
Do it.
How
I
about
want
the
her
girls?
gone.
Girls, are you okay with me trying?
Yes!
Did they answer?
We got one.
We got one yes.
We got one, yes.
I imagine from Skepti.
If you,
She's always on board.
I mean, if you want to come out, you can probably talk to Crroal yourselves, if you'd like.
does them coming out leave her with space to expand?
That's why they haven't left his body since.
They're like, oh, she has few less competition.
You, Skepti explained this to you. If she leaves, it feels as though Valentine gets more of her territory within you. And Skepti is not happy with her.
Move into a bedroom and read a journal and shit.
Would that make it easier to find her?
It might.
Because she's the only one there.
It might. But it's not a risk I think it's worth taking right now.
Alright, do it then.
You good?
Cool.
Let's try. I'm going to set to with this process then.
All right.
Do the thing.
I roll really well, it's fine. I'm notorious.
You've
I'm
just
notorious for rolling really
Here,
well all
you
the time. I
you
do actually,
just
yeah. I
jinxed
do when I'm
it,
on
my
Winter's
good
Tales.
bitch.
Look at that!
See, when I'm on Winter's Tales, I do roll well.
Okay,
It's a
slightly.
19 plus 4, 23.
Hell yeah.
Imagine rolling.
Just imagine.
Just imagine.
As if time and space seems to separate within your mind. You feel this magical pull that Crroal has been able to achieve with devices attached to you.
It's all from like coils and wires and Tesla things.
It's
Zapping you with
terrifying.
shit.
You're in like a metal chair. It's very...
Like strapped you in.
You're sitting on
We
Bibblebop.
didn't need to do that.
Bibblebob's come up with his little front claws
Every
and he
5
just grabbed your
seconds, he
wrists.
just slaps you in the balls.
It's part of
Stop
the, It's part of the process. Well,
What's the guys?
trust in the process.
No.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Time and space seem to separate. And you can feel each of the souls within you like a network At first you think it's a tree, and then it feels more like the veins within you. And after a while, as you focus in on what you are experiencing, you realize they are pathways within your mind. There are parts of your mind that are darkened, that you can't see or tap into, cut off from you, that you realize may be your memory loss. And there are pathways where different lights and different colors seem to run through. Crroal, you start being able to see this and track this using your arcane. The neural pathways of Everard seem to have possession to them. There are colors or auras of the sisters. You can see that part of Everard's brain is divided amongst the three sisters in different ways. Seely seems to have a majority. Skepti seems to be in the prefrontal cortex, and Scortia in the deep recesses, long-term memory, things like that. Valentine seems to sit sort of central at the heart, leaning more towards the neural pathways that would lead to functionality.
Oh, that's really not good.
No, and nervous system.
Like his brain.
They're not controlling his brain. It's just kind of where
Let
they
it
seem
live.
to reside within. But you can see almost like a parallel universe. They have their own pathways in there as well. When Everard explains things like being able to shut a door on the sisters, you can now see that they have their own layers in his mind. Their own, I was going to use a German word and that's not right.
Do it!
Their own living quarters within.
Yeah, right. Does it seem like she has been expanding outwards into the other people's territories? Or is it that where she resides now used to be Skepti's? Because Skepti was the one that was like, she's reading my memories and stuff.
She isn't expanding, she's trying to expand into the others, but what she's actually doing is sinking deeper into the darker, untouchable places of Everard's mind.
Oh no.
Deep within.
Everyone's untouchable.
Deep within.
That's the name of the group.
Deep within his mind. Almost trying to create a space that Everard can't reach, even if he tried.
Right.
It's at this moment, however, that something interesting happens that neither of you were expecting. A small pocket clock emerges from Everard, out of his cloak. It drifts up and sort of hovers around him.
I think it's just part of the projection at first. I think he's just thinking of a pocket watch. And I'm like, what is he?
Everard,
Not
as
realised.
you
No, that's a
see
beautiful
it,
space.
you see this small clock with two layers to it. The first has the depictions of the three moons and a bunch of hands that rotate on it. And behind it, a circular pattern that matches the one on your body. Painted with sparkly green and blue ink, like the deep sea or the sky at night.
What is this? Do you know what this is?
Pocket
Sorry,
watch.
I need to turn this off, and I'll turn off the thing that's currently zapping in.
I don't care about the zaps, just stop him hitting me in the nuts.
I'll walk over and be like, oh yeah, sorry, he didn't need to be doing that. That was the one that I owed you. I unstrap him from the wall. Why is this thing floating around you? What is this?
Well, it seems to me it's some sort of. I don't know.
Is it not yours?
Yes,
It is yours.
I found it someplace.
Is it meant to fly?
It hasn't previously.
Okay. Is it maybe I was doing something. Maybe I was inducing an electrical current within it.
The mirror. It was from. No, the mirror was the belt.
Was it from Finnegan's?
It's from Irish, I remember.
I'm gonna grab it.
It is from the secret city.
I'm all about artifacts and artifices and things that multiple devices. I'm gonna
You just
grab
wanna
it.
touch it with your hands.
Yep.
You found it
Grab
in
it.
the same room that Fang was in.
I'm gonna grab it and I'm
Yes!
gonna look at it.
It's magic. Watch.
Yeah, it was flying. I ascertained that it was magic.
Yeah.
Anything obvious that I would recognize about it or what it does? It seems like a timepiece.
Everard will just
Roll me a history check.
flash his
Ooh,
calf,
history. I'm good at. I'm proficient in history.
pull his boot down, hoist his pantaloon up.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Nice.
Oh, okay. Nice.
You don't
You really liked this when you found it.
You don't know what this is. It doesn't necessarily keep time. There are 30 notches on the front, hours in the day, and 9 notches between them, which are the days in a week. 45 notches as well, that are days in a month, and 405 for the days in a year.
Yeah, it's 405 of them. That's right.
But it doesn't seem to be moving in the way that time works.
It's not it's a broken watch. Is what this is.
Are you sure?
And behind it, depicted in the deep, sparkly ink,
Ticking.
a legend from history
This guy.
about the Sea of Time. An ancient story from the great city of Elzebal.
Is it written in a language I understand?
No.
No. But a language I recognize.
You recognize the pattern, which you now see is on Everard's leg.
I'm gonna play with it.
Okay.
Let's start fiddling with bits.
All right. As you do, you remove yourself from the metal chair, a little dazed, and you actually hear an interesting new voice.
Jesus Christ, I'm crying.
How many? How many? It's
As
gonna have an orchestra.
the four of you are traveling through the sands
Oh shit.
towards Naboo,
Yeah, you guys are playing.
How these birds? How big these birds are?
you've got 2 of them, so big enough for 2 to ride on.
You're
We're sharing, right?
probably in the biker seat. If that makes sense.
I can see it this bird.
On a bird?
Like
Just 2 people on the back of a bird.
but is it like wide enough that we're sitting like there's a passenger and a driver's seat?
No.
Or is it like it's front and back?
It's like side by side.
Yeah.
Goes in a
There's a sidecar on the
No,
bird.
no, there is no sidecar.
Smaller
on the
bird running alongside.
Iggy takes
It's
before
weird
it gets on this bird, he takes half an hour trying to figure out
How to get on the
how to get on the bird, but also what do you want to drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. And then Iggy's gonna sit side saddle like a Victorian woman.
All right.
Fuck.
She's gonna fall off immediately.
Yeah.
I just
It's a
hope
work.
for his sake
It's a
it's
work.
not more than 20 feet off the ground.
Drive
stands up
recklessly,
30
Kay.
feet.
Drive recklessly.
I will.
Good.
Okay. On the 3rd day of winter, you are traveling towards the lost city of Naboo, and you decide to attempt to check in with Everard once again. Every time you have tried thus far, you have received nothing but a shaky breath in reply.
Was that you doing the breath? Or was that Cade's reaction?
Reaction to having to shake
It
the
was me
breath.
doing the breath.
Okay.
It's reaction to getting a shaky breath.
Who decides to attempt this?
Absolutely not.
Iggy, you got this, right? You can call him.
Yeah. Alright.
You good there?
Hell yeah. I'm getting the hang of this for sure. 3
Just
days.
lean back more.
Ah.
It's only a day's ride on the peddler.
Okay.
Feel
Alright.
right. It's
Alright.
3 days.
Alright, great.
It was 3.5 days at sea to get to the shore.
Good.
Yeah.
Alright. Then
It's
he's
been
even
2
worse
days.
than that.
It's very fast. It's very jostly. It's like riding an ostrich.
Okay.
You side saddle.
Like a large ostrich
An
meets
experience
duck.
we can all
Oh,
relate.
okay.
Because it's got giant webbed feet
Yeah.
that are maybe
Talk about-
twice the size of
What's a
Iggy's
duck?
head. I'm explaining it for
that
you.
was out of character.
Okay.
Let's do the slapping of the face.
All right. I'll give it a shot. Hi, Everard. We're just on our way to the city of Nauvoo. Just wanted to drop you a line. Looking for you.
Interesting.
Is that what I hear?
That's what you hear. Actually, that's what the workshop hears because it comes out of your
Projects
nostril.
out of the Essenite. Oh, it was Iggy, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
I think it was Iggy.
Sounded like someone was having a stroke.
Yeah, I think they're probably riding peddlers, maybe. It's one of the ways to get across the sands.
How would
Not everybody has skimmers.
well,
Because they're expensive and they take a lot of maintenance. Hence why I can earn a living. People bring me stuff to fix.
Damn, Everard really said just don't be poor.
Yeah,
He did.
why is that interesting?
My brother's coming to visit. What are you going to do about it?
I'm not doing anything if he's coming here.
Thought you were avoiding him.
Oh.
Does he know that his sister isn't exactly dead?
Yes, we should tell him
Right.
immediately
Okay.
as soon as he gets here.
I will make sure to do so.
Eggy, Bobiggy, how are you? I hated that. I'm not going to do that again.
I liked it.
Oxley!
Ducks, my ducks.
Hated it. I'm not listening
Okay,
anymore.
sorry.
Oh my god.
Hi. Let us know where Nauvoo. We are here. Let us know when you get into town, and we'll meet you.
Roger that!
Hey, Kay, let's race.
Who can do the most barrel rolls?
Are you both,
How do I mute this thing?
pilot, are you both holding hands?
Yes. I am now.
Animal handling checks from the two of you, please.
Can I help?
How are you helping?
I'm just going to try to smooth the feathers, make it more aerodynamic. I'm gonna try to act as
We're
a
not
ballast.
flying.
What? We're not flying?
We're running.
Oh, same
It's,
thing.
it's a flightless sword.
Can I? If I cast speak with animals, can I roll with advantage?
No.
You
You can definitely talk to the bird.
And then you can roll persuasion.
So true. Yeah, I think that I would have talked to the bird. I would have just been like, "Yo, Cadence, we're gonna ride you if that's cool."
And if I say no,
Oh, then that's gonna suck for me, dude.
it's gonna suck for me either way.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
Huh?
you got food?
Yeah.
Feed me.
Hux, feed him.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna feed the bird.
What are you going to feed the bird?
Really, really old jerky.
You've still got jerky.
I got so much jerky.
like
It's in
episode one,
all the
wasn't
spare
it?
pockets.
This is all we have, but when we get to where we're going, God damn it, I will buy you food.
Persuasion check.
Take it. What am I doing? 16.
Get on, flower person.
Fuck yeah. How do I roll?
No, you've
No, I
already-
don't. I'm just writing
Yeah.
it. Good. Good. That is 15.
Yeah, you do a pretty good job.
That was good.
What did you
camouflage,
roll?
good
Can
concept.
you talk to us first too?
Oh, hello, other bird. These are my friends. This is Kay and this is Iggy.
No, we're dropping the moniker. We're
Oh.
dropping the moniker.
Okay.
It's just Iggy now,
All right.
right?
Rebranding.
Yeah.
You
Anyway.
know my first name isn't Icky, right?
What?
Talk to the bird.
My friends are gonna ride you if that is cool. And your friend likes food. Do you like food? No? Don't want to talk? Do you want to be ridden? Hux, give him some jerky.
I don't know.
Does speak with animals?
I gave it all to the other one.
Creature?
It lasts for 10 hour. It
Yeah,
lasts
you're
for an
casting it
hour.
on yourself, not the animal.
Why are you dancing like that?
Maybe it's a mute.
Why are you moving your body
Maybe
in
we
that
did.
way?
Do it again.
It's a dance off.
Why?
Kate, it's a dance off.
I'm
clearly.
not
Dance off.
dancing.
You ever seen that play
You
Footloose?
kind of just said it.
That-
Yeah,
Right.
roll. There you go.
They're just gonna get on your back, and then we're just gonna go. If that's cool. You're nodding.
I have a feeling this bird doesn't have an intelligence score high enough to
Oh my
have a language.
God, I'm.
You're nodding. Good. Sure. Yeah, he's totally cool with it.
Alright.
A really cool creature. Jump on.
Good chat.
Don't mind him.
Okay. What was with the dancing?
Oh, it's a mating dance.
Oh God! Oh God!
He's settling in nicely.
I will not. I will not tell anyone.
Most creatures, settle down for winter.
I'm not looking to settle down with a bird.
He's not trying to mate with you.
Oh, who's he trying to mate with?
Me, obviously.
Oh my God! Yes, go get it.
No.
Why?
Look at him.
So true, actually. Don't go get him. I just really don't know what kind of reaction I'm supposed to have. I'm trying to be so respectful. Anyway,
Love
let's go.
story.
What did you roll?
13.
13 plus 2.
Yay!
Oh, you haven't got stats.
No,
Stats!
it's
So
happening for the
exciting.
first
It's happening.
time. It's
What was that?
fantastic.
Animal handling?
Plus 2.
Nice.
All right. So, you both do decently riding these peddlers. Your peddler occasionally tries to nudge up against theirs, and then yours just...
Yeah, no. Just take the hint, man. Take the hint. She's not interested.
What?
Talk with the bird, dude.
You make it to the lost city of Naboo. You find yourself at the port. Now, this is very interesting since none of you have been to the lost city of Naboo yet. At the top of the chasm that leads down into the lost city, there is what looks to be an ocean port with alleys made out of stone where skimmers and riffs station their boats and crafts alongside them, like a dock, but for sand ships. That leads down to mechanical elevators that are powered manually rather than the ones that are driven by Austenite in Austin.
Is there a pole?
There is, but not in the elevator with you.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
You can see that people are manually cranking from the top and the bottom.
Cool.
As you start to descend into the lost city, what befalls you is a very intriguing sight. Tapestries hanging, music playing, colors everywhere. And in the center of the city, a large golden hourglass that seems to flip every hour. And as you are descending, you watch it rotate and the black sand within it start to pour down.
What's turning the hourglass? Is it just it's floating or
It is connected
suspended
like a
by-
bridge, yeah.
Gotcha. Cool.
Mechanical. Everything seems very gear-based.
Steampunk.
I want to break the hourglass.
Why?
Just think it'd be cool.
I need to. All right. While we're in the elevator, still, we should go over codes of conduct. Just because I don't think we've done that any other time that we've been into it anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
What's code of conduct?
So we shouldn't break anything.
Why not?
Because we might have to pay for it.
Okay.
We wouldn't pay for it.
I know, but then, where would we go? Prison.
You just break out.
Yeah.
But then where would we go? The gallows.
Just escape. Hey, there's a solution to everything. If
I
you're really determined enough, and you break enough rules. This is what we learned in the Shattered Isles. You don't actually have to follow any rules.
Yeah, rules are kind of stupid.
So there's no rules in the pirate country.
Makes sense,
Mm-hmm.
right?
But in the city with gears constantly turning and a big mechanical hourglass flipping on the hour every hour, I would expect that things are a little bit different.
We shouldn't have left the Isles.
Yeah.
Well,
Much
I
simpler.
second. I support you.
I mean, if it breaks, we can just say someone else broke it.
And I'll leave that to you. Who? What?
Who is this guy?
What? We're gonna be behaved, right?
Yeah, of course.
So behaved.
We will be behaved as best as we can be
We're gonna
behaved.
be so respectable and civilized.
Who are we interrogating here again?
We're going to find Everard.
We're interrogating Everard.
Well, I mean, that's a good start, but really, we're getting the band back together. Remember? We're reuniting so that we can get all the information back.
Yeah.
Who is Everard?
An asshole.
He's, a non-communicative, emotionally stunted,
Asshole.
blue
Asshole.
asshole.
But why? So why do we need him?
That's what I'm saying.
He's got skin. We need his skin.
Skin.
So cut it off.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
What game is this? Have I entered the darkest timeline?
Iggy's reeling.
Everyone just gets a shudder.
Yeah,
Where
just-
it is there.
the workshop.
I don't know what's happening, but I don't like it.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's good. It's good.
I mean, does Everard even want to join the back band? Join back up with the band? It seems he's here, back in his hometown, doing his own thing. He's probably just moved on.
Okay.
This is a really long elevator ride.
I know, that's what
Very
happens when you
slow,
don't
it's
have a pole,
hand-cranked.
you
It's
know
going
what I
down a
mean?
canyon.
It's hand cranked and it's a large drop.
Yeah. So, look, we can just meet up with him. We'll read the tattoos again. We'll see if any of them link up with the information we know. And I think I can maybe see if there's new ones.
I got pictures of Ev's tattoos.
But they might have changed.
Yeah,
Right,
they
yeah.
might have changed.
Yeah, that's right.
This is a fact-finding journey, more than anything. And if Ev wants to come with us, then that's a conversation. I kind of lost him back in Queensport, so yeah.
Finally.
God.
Have we pre-arranged with these guys that they were actually getting close, or have they still not messaged us? Would you have messaged us on your way into the city?
All right, the elevator's done. Where are we? Where are you? Orientate us via the hourglass.
It's like in this district or not?
The hourglass?
Yeah.
Is in your district,
Okay.
yeah.
So,
How about you just meet us under the hourglass?
yeah, it sounds fair. It's not too far.
Yep.
Alright, let's shut up shop then. Head out. Do a little silver wire around the door.
For the four of you, this city, not only is it a conglomeration of every race in Aelwyn, all types of cultures, but the original buildings that are encased in black stone are these pristine white pillared buildings. Nauvoo, for those who have... Actually, roll a history check. For anyone who's curious.
Just trying to jump in on it.
12.
I don't want to know.
Hey! Ooh!
What are you?
20.
Some 20
Nice.
energy over here. 20 energy.
21. But not an at 20.
But any
Okay.
modifier?
Yes, +1.
We'll fix it.
Some minute.
Just give us a few more.
So that is 21 for Kay, 21 for Huxley.
That is a 22.
Okay.
Got 12, which is like 21, but flipped.
Part of the team.
I don't think you're as intrigued about the buildings and
I
the
don't
architecture.
care.
For the rest of you,
I don't know why I rolled. They don't care.
For Kay, this place is familiar. You can't put your mind on it because you don't have access to your memories, but this is like a home to you. The sounds, the smells around you seem very comforting. And you know, the three of you, with those high history rolls, the lost city of Naboo has only been about for just over 1,000 years. This city itself, the city of Naboo, was buried beneath the Ascidian sands until a ginormous earthquake in this region opened up the chasm and revealed the city that once stood in the Traiva before the siphoning and before the destruction of the great city of Elzbar. So these buildings, these white stone pillars that seem to be misplaced in such an eclectic city, are from Natreva over 2,000 years ago. The city is so wildly full of different people and cultures because it became a place to move and escape to commit crimes in where no one could find you, or to build a new life. It was also where a lot of adventurers and architects moved to continue to uncover the city and the secrets that were within it. And when they ran into scary monsters and dangerous things down here, they had to hire mercenaries to fight them. Now, it's a relatively safe place. It is a mixture of all kinds of things, and the smells are abrasive to your noses that haven't really experienced this before. Down here in the city, spices, flowers, breads, people, everything sort of hits you at once. You start making your way through towards where the hourglass stands above you, and from where you are, it's quite high up. But you can still see it, and you can still see the time as you are there. You can certainly try, but it's very, very far
I'm just
away.
throwing rocks at it.
Okay.
I miss.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
You head into what is labeled as the Painted District, where the walls of the cavern have been decorated with art from the people of the city. Even the buildings, the ones from Naboo, have been painted over, which is not allowed in the other districts, but here in the Painted District, it is full of colour. And surprisingly for you three, you see luxlings about.
Fuck.
But they are this big, as they are meant to be,
These are cute.
and they have glowing crystals on their back of
Stand
all
on
different
one.
types of colours.
I stand on one.
You're gonna try.
Roll an attack, but also they're not on the ground.
Oh, never mind.
Where they at?
Crawling and flying.
Oh, they can fucking fly?
Are the wings under the crystals?
The crystal is on their abdomen, and their wings are up here, and then their head in front.
How heavy are the crystals? Are we looking at like heavy ass bumblebees, sort of just
By all the laws of
lazily sort
aviation,
of?
Some of
They
them.
shouldn't be able to fly.
Some of them.
By all
Don't you dare.
Do you know the B-movie script off by heart?
Don't we all?
You like
So-
jazz? Great. Yeah. Okay.
Some of them are
Okay.
lazily, and the ones that have smaller crystals are more.
Oh, fascinating.
You see a strange conductor that is making them dance through the city. In the Painted District specifically, where music and artists are prevalent. Yeah, you do.
Fancy art district.
All
They're much
right.
nicer this way.
Yeah.
Little.
Small.
We fought big ones.
They were fucking huge.
Yeah,
They were so big.
pretty bad.
Yeah, it was awful. Well, should be here
No.
about. What's wrong with my wrist?
I don't think your thing is synced up to the.
I think we arrive at this point, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Relatively. You can see
Five of us. There we
you
are.
spot them before they spot you. 3 of your friends and
That's
someone
it.
you do recognize, but only from a shared vision you had with these people back when you were still in the city of Austin. Okay. You
Is
recognize
that them?
all 4 of them.
Where's Roscoe?
Oh shit.
I'll walk over. Hey, you made it. Don't tell me. It was like Sandra or something, right? Kai Sandra or something?
Kai, yeah.
Kai Sandra.
How do you know that?
Alright.
Memory wipe.
Again.
Just her.
Fresh.
Like seriously, again, like the people, everybody I know just like trying to forget me that much. Great.
I haven't.
How do you know?
I'm
How do you
glad.
know? Okay. How do you
It's
know?
good to
Kai?
see you. You're looking well.
Nice.
And you know, and how do you know Kai? You met? You two have met?
Yeah.
When?
Like years here. Are you with these guys now? You're like traveling.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, we're also childhood friends. Apparently, I don't remember it either. So
Okay.
yeah.
And we have a normal relationship.
We don't remember.
A normal one?
So wait, so you don't remember me,
Not at all.
but you know where you are.
No.
Oh.
It feels familiar,
All right.
but I can't
I mean,
put my
it should.
finger
You're
on
from
it.
here.
This
That's
is where
fine,
I
that's where
grew
you
up.
Hey, by the way.
Hey!
Everyone will go and start hugging people. Just been waiting for his turn. Just like runs. Hugs. Hugs Kay.
No.
We're alive.
Does hug?
You're
Hugs
alive.
Kay.
Does hug hugs back?
What?
No.
Where does Kay go?
No. If you come near Kate, they will walk away.
Oh, that's a burn.
What the fuck happened there?
How you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Hug?
Of course. Love hugs. Love
Ooh.
them.
You feel good. You feel
Thank
like
you.
you're looking out.
Hi!
Thank you. I have.
I'm
Love
Everard.
how
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Lovely to meet. Do we know each other too? Is this a
I don't
common-
know you. I've seen you in a dream. Vision.
Huh?
Vision. Vision. Vision is what I meant to say. You were a vision.
Things.
I'm a vision?
No, you were a vision that you had.
Yes.
That we
Where
shared.
everyone saw that
Yes,
I did
that's
the
the
whole
only
thing. That
way.
thing where we found out that it was us.
Yep.
It was
that-
us.
That's the way that I
Where's,
know you, not because I know you.
Yeah.
You know?
No.
Hold that thought, Crroal. Did you fuck Kay?
I mean, don't kiss and tell.
Awesome. What was your question?
Where's
What's
Roscoe
happening
in the
here?
Avatar?
Oh, okay. Roscoe is no longer with us in that she's still
Oh,
alive.
Okay.
But she's just
Really bad way to put it.
lives on the ocean now with the hidden ones, and it's very awesome, and we're very happy for her.
Nice.
You have no idea what the hidden ones are.
What do you mean?
And Aneska, shut up. And Aneska, I don't know.
Right.
Went off to find her daughter or whatever. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got a daughter. A lot has happened.
Yeah, it seems.
Yeah.
You are just openly talking.
You look different.
Hmm?
You look different.
I have.
You've gone through some shit.
Do you have a second location for us to go to?
Yeah, you want to come back to my shop?
Yeah.
Right. That way. What's been going on with you?
Shattered Isles.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got any new like scars or anything that I've noticed?
Yeah.
Got a different haircut and stuff. But like,
He's also fitter.
you look like you've been actually like, living a hero life. Like last time I saw you, you were all claiming to be heroes, but you look like you've actually.
Yeah, we really weren't.
Iggy
No.
looks the same.
Same clothing.
Copy.
Same
Nice.
clothes. Same clothing.
Yeah. So anyway, this is my shop. It's just a mechanic's shop that says Crroal's vehicle repair. That's the name of it.
Cute.
Small.
It's a lot larger on the inside. This is just the shop front, the workshop. All of this is my workshop.
Oh, big.
Yeah. It's not the size that matters. But
Good.
it certainly helps.
Yes, it does.
Then I'll open the shop front and let you in. Tring. Come on in. Let's have a chat. How have you been? Got things to discuss, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
You look like you've got something going on with you. What's the matter?
Yeah.
Let's go inside. Clink. Close the door.
Clink.
behind.
And now is there any people?
People?
Yes.
Not right now. No, I have
Right.
people who work for me, but they're not here.
And they're trustworthy.
Oh, very much.
Fantastic.
Excellent.
Everard.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that depends actually. So there is a potential for overhearing people overhearing that we don't necessarily want to overhear things.
Yeah, Skepti. And
Just 'cause of magic.
Celia.
Oh, is there
yeah, that is but
what,
like
magic?
in a similar way
I think
that
it'll be
there's
fine
like
to hear it.
Like
there's the
magic?
potential for like
Crying ears.
yes.
Well, I mean, can we go somewhere else?
Not really. It's complicated magic. What is it? Something that you would not want a particular, like the Blue Syndicate, for instance, hearing?
Oh, absolutely not.
Right.
I'm gonna grab a quick drink.
Yeah. Actually, there is
just
something.
water.
Yeah, there is
Just
something
water.
I
Just-
could do to protect us.
Just wanna grab some
You-
water.
You get us some drinks. I'm gonna protect the area from like scrying ears, and then you can talk.
Water.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
I'll take a whiskey. If you got a whiskey lying around.
You got whiskey lying around?
I've got some. Yeah.
Alright.
You know where it is.
Yep.
Surprising.
It's been a crazy couple of days.
you,
I don't remember much.
you leave, and
Yeah.
I do some hocus pocus magic to secure the area, and I say
He
people
just
shouldn't be
stands
able to
behind you
hear
and
us
goes,
now. People shouldn't be able to hear us. What is it you have to say?
All right. So, the Blue Syndicate is planning a giant runic circle to encompass Aelwyn,
Whoa,
maybe more.
That is
than
a
that.
giant circle.
And we suspect they're going to use it to summon something, bring, return something.
Returning a god or something.
Yeah, something big.
Scheduled
that's
for the
pretty
week of
nice.
night.
Yeah, so we have, how many weeks
Oh,
do we have
shit.
left?
This week of night.
You have
The one coming.
76 days.
That's just dots.
The ones that are crossed off are the times the time that's passed, and so we have
Oh, that's a calendar.
this many dots left.
Oh, and how? And it's like 1 a week.
One a fortnight.
One a fortnight.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's not many fortnights left.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So, currently the plan is to just sort of, we've discovered that the tattoos change over time, and there have been new ones that have popped up. We need to collate our data.
Right.
And to do that, we need the band back together. So we just come to fetch the
Yeah. I'll fill them in.
the asshole.
Understandable. The asshole's going through some things at the moment. Quite
When
dangerous
is the
things.
asshole not?
He's not ever, right? But this is.
He never talks about it.
Really bottles it up.
The amount of
Oh,
times
yeah.
I've prompted a discussion and I've just been blanked.
I think I've voluntarily shared things and then
Can I just see
received
you
nothing in return.
in my workshop? Just you.
Just me?
Yeah, just you.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Alright.
I'll walk through to a different room and be like, "How well do you know Cassandra then?"
I would stake my life on.
Right. Because when I knew them, I had reason to believe they were involved with the Blue Syndicate.
Yes. Undercover.
For sure.
For sure.
Not double agent.
The double agent has been discovered and their memories have been taken away.
Okay.
So things were going really well with that. That
Yes.
was going to plan.
Right.
Our whole thing is because of Kay.
Oh. Right. Oh, that's what she was working on. Okay, that makes sense.
Look, whatever information about her that you can give to her, just about who she was.
Right.
I
have some information about that.
I know that whenever anything
I'm
is
suspicious they're talking about me. Can I attempt to listen in?
Of course.
Do I-
You sneak up.
maybe like a stealth check and then a perception check.
And then a history.
You know what?
No, we know history. Something else.
Athletics?
Yeah.
Acrobatics. to
Stealth
get- roll
check
to
for
the
me
door.
first.
I don't know that
No, you're gonna be so stealthy. +6.
And then medicine.
+7.
3.
plus.
+5.
Okay.
That
Wow!
was good. Could be roguish.
Proficient?
Big
Proficient?
stealth.
It seems like it.
With proficiency.
Yeah.
So color in the little.
So you got a +2 dex.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, nice. Nailed it.
And a perception check to overhear.
Here it goes.
That's another new one.
Oh, that's like half.
That's
level.
cocked. That's
Cocked.
cocked.
I'll
Go
do it
again.
again.
Go
I'll do it
again.
It's cocked. Yeah,
Cocked.
it's cocked. You do it again.
Oh no!
Cocked.
That was cocked, clearly.
It's cocked.
Clearly.
It's cocked.
All right, +5
Oh.
That's a good perception.
with
You're
another
efficient.
proficiency.
You're in your wheelhouse.
Where are we?
Your instincts are correct.
Nice.
Sneaking and
It's
overhearing
in
people is what you would do.
Yes!
However,
But I suck at it.
you didn't do it very well. You stepped on one of Crroal's alarms, and the two of you know that you're being listened to by Kay.
Oh, by K specifically. Yeah. So really, whatever information about because continues on with the conversation.
Yeah.
However you could enlighten her would be just.
All right.
huge.
I will let her know what I remember. I never got to know her super well, but
I think that's according to plan.
yeah. All right. I'll see what I can remember.
And Iggy's gonna prevent you from leaving and just stick an arm out.
What's up?
You sound like
Yes.
a slightly together.
Is this important to you?
No, say it. You made an illusion sense.
I'm getting the impression that you have a thing for her.
You can't slap together.
I think that's between me and her. And now I suppose it's just between me because she doesn't remember.
I show the tattoo, the partnership tattoo.
Do you remember where it is on your body?
It's just- What are we doing? Are we doing this now?
Do you know what that means?
I don't.
Forget it.
History check.
History
Oh,
check.
great.
14.
Ooh. How much do you know about ethids?
I've studied magic, but
Magic
mostly
from
magic
there,
items.
yeah.
rather
No,
than
you
methods.
probably wouldn't know then.
No idea.
Forget it.
What? You took your clothes off to show me something, so it was obviously important. Normally, when people do that, it's important. What is happening?
With the understanding that Kay is listening.
Kay can't. Well,
Oh.
Kay rolled so badly on the perception check, can't actually hear.
Okay, great. Well then, yeah.
We
yes. Then he'll-
failed the stealth check, so we know she's trying
Okay,
to listen.
exactly.
But then also failed the perception, so she's not listening. But you think she's.
Then I'll whisper. I think we're together. But and I keep remembering. I mean,
how long? She
how long?
had a partner when I knew her. That might have been you.
Your memories go back with you and Kay about a year and a half.
Year and a half.
Yeah, she had a partner when I knew her.
That's okay. What was their name? Cindy?
Never got it. She wasn't super open about her personal life.
Good. Look, whatever.
I will not put the moves on her now, if that makes you more comfortable.
It just I don't.
If that's the agreement that you two have.
I don't even know how I feel about it.
She's pretty hot.
It does that's not.
I would
my
be
focus.
happy to go there if you didn't have that. But if you do have that boundary that you would.
Let's leave it to her. And
Yeah.
Iggy walks around the room.
While they are talking, can I do a quick recall to see what, like, anything about our life?
Mhm.
Oh, never mind. That's a
Wait,
one.
That's one.
It's a natty one.
The only thing that you keep circling back to is that you grew up in Crestfell and Kay has a Crestfellian accent.
So the only thing that I know is that I grew up in Crestfell, and you have a Crestfellian accent. So, like, maybe you were also in Crestfell, and then when I had my little, like, Iggy memory about, like, when this happened, you, like, greeted me like you knew me, and then I was like, oh my god, hey. Well, I didn't say that because I was depressed because my fiance died.
Wow.
And then, yeah. So that like leads me to the assumption that we know each other. But
From younger years.
I guess so, but I just historically make so many assumptions that are wrong.
When you had your flashback to Kay greeting you, she greeted you as, is that how you say hello to a childhood friend?
I relay that. So I was like, so you can say, oh, you're back. Hello.
Hey, how's it going? So
Where's Everard?
I'd like to go looking for Everard.
Okay.
Actually.
Where are you?
Getting some water.
From the kitchen?
From the yeah.
Okay, yeah,
and
no worries.
whiskey.
Okay.
Whiskey.
Then you head up the stairs to the second level, which is Crroal's accommodation.
Mhm.
You find Everard in the kitchen.
Alright, we're gonna catch up later and fill each other in on everything that's happened and whatnot. But heads up,
Whiskey?
thank you. Kay's hella pissed at you. It's because you left us without saying shit.
Right.
I'm also pissed.
Okay.
But Kate is much more pissed at you specifically. So I'm
Right.
just gonna give you a heads up so that you can begin to work on amends and whatnot.
Right. Right. How are you doing? It's so good to see you.
That's how it makes amends. Ignore it.
Iggy's kind of awkward right now, and it's much easier to deal with that than a happy face.
I shouldn't smile. It's been like ages. It's just good to see
I
friendly faces, you know?
wasn't sure that you were keen on all of this.
What wouldn't I be?
You left.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, I had things to do. I needed to do something. You left before you went and ran into the woods, but we knew you'd be back.
It's been a long time since we've seen each other, Everard. It's been a long time since Kate and I were the only ones left there. Everyone else had left.
So you're mad at everyone?
Pretty much, yeah. I'm kind of on this big, really grudge-holding kind of thing.
Right. Why?
If we can't win when we're together, what are we gonna do when we're apart?
What did we lose?
Literally the big fight, the thing that we've been gearing up towards, everything we've been scouting out, heading to Queensport for, we lost. Ev,
We didn't lose anything.
how do you figure?
There were casualties. It was terrible. It's destructive. It's incredibly bad. But we knew that was going to happen. We can't just say that everything relies on our shoulders. We can't blame ourselves for that. This world is huge, and we are trying our best to do what we can. We cannot be expected to win every fight.
How about just one?
And if we're going to win one, why not it be the most important one? This is a battle. We need to win the war. I can't believe I'm saying this to you.
I can't believe it either.
What is happening here?
What's happened to you
What happened
in the
to
last
you?
2 weeks?
I mean, you look great, don't get me wrong.
Thanks. You
But
look,
what's happening?
it's complicated, Ev.
Trust me. I know. Got a surprise.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Bad one?
Oh, yeah. But like in a good way? Maybe.
Is this something the group needs to hear?
Yes, but not yet. Maybe. Crroal and I are trying to figure out the best way to handle the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him. See what he says.
And look, just
Go on.
I know it's hard, and I've never given you any reason to, but trust me.
Strong maybe on that right now.
I'll get you another whiskey. And you don't have to. You can not trust me until you make up your own mind about what the information and what we have.
Get Cade to trust you, and I'll trust you.
I is Kate not trusted? What? I don't understand.
That's between you and Kate. You gotta figure it out, you know?
I tried to hug him before and nothing. Like, I thought we were like best friends. I don't understand.
Oh, yeah. You've gotten smarter in some ways and just stayed really fucking dumb in other ways.
That hurts.
Come on,
I mean, you're probably not wrong, but
let's go rejoin them.
What does Kate look like at the moment?
I think you're back to your neutral
Yeah.
state, or would you have changed in the Shattered Isles?
Look, I wouldn't have known that we were meeting up with Crroal. So probably still neutral.
Has Everard changed at all? We've had some physical sort of.
he looks exactly as beautiful as he always has. Big.
Just more tired.
Like,
yeah.
he's been,
excellent.
he's been like tortured and stuff.
He's got some Scotch marks on his skin. He's got some like
He's
electrical
suction
burns.
cup,
He's got
He's
electrical burns.
got-
bruises.
He's almost lost a little bit of weight. Massive
Psychic,
bags,
real
yeah.
Like emo.
Like someone who's
Sick.
yeah,
Oh,
like someone who's
sick.
a bit ill.
Okay. Okay.
But that's not dissimilar to Cadence, who has also been drinking a lot and doing a lot of stuff
Didn't
in
you
the
absorb
Shattered
a
Isles.
shit ton of like salt water at some point as well? Just kind of
Recently
wrecked
as
your
well, yeah.
system.
Yeah, a couple days ago. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Still detoxing
Brown
from that.
hats.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
So we all sort
So
of
we're all back again.
Mhm.
meet back up.
Yeah, so I can fill you in on what's been happening, but basically there's a problem with things that the Blue Syndicate has potentially got a way to listen in to. It's a whole thing I'm not going to bore you with because I don't actually understand the details yet. Everard and I have been working on it, but through his connection to souls, like with the sisters, he's also got a connection to other souls out there and like the Soulstorm and things.
Wow.
And there's a chance that through that, people have been hearing in to conversations. So,
Wow. What a huge
whenever-
liability.
So basically, whenever's around, there's a chance that people are listening that we don't want to listen.
Oh no. So the thing we came here for, to get Ev back, is a really bad idea.
It could be, but I'm learning more about it. Right before you guys arrived, we were learning whereabouts in his head it sits, and I'm working on trying to work out a way to
Nearly
manipulate it or extract it or pinpoint it. And
Now,
it's a thing.
my magic obviously comes from a deep wellspring within me and my connection to the world. I don't know a lot about your deal
Right.
with the arcane and whatnot.
Gadgets.
Can you put us in there, and then we can
Inside his mind?
project ourselves in there,
Well, that's pretty.
and then
don't
we,
want you in my
we
head.
fight whatever's
That's a very
trying to listen
cool
in.
idea.
I would rather drink
A
seawater.
very cool idea. I don't know any way to do that.
Okay. I'm just checking. Astral projection? I don't know. I literally don't know. Okay, so
Frontier magic is what I'm doing at the moment. Research of things that haven't been written about. So I'm trying to.
Crroal,
Yes.
the mention of astral projection triggers something.
Having said that,
Your
I have a book somewhere.
when you looked into that pocket clock, you remembered something about a sea, and the word astral clicks for you.
Astral sea.
Yeah, it's an old legend.
Do I think that that's in connection to like where the souls are meant to be? Like souls
Yeah.
normally go to the astral sea.
That was what people used to write about
Yeah.
during the Great City of Elsevier. Now it's described as going beyond the veil, but
Yeah.
it was once called the Astral Sea.
Don't know how to relate that to what we were just saying. I think there might be something to what you say. Like I don't know if I can put you in his head, but souls are meant to move on like past the veil, like into what would once have been called like the astral sea. And so like if maybe there's a connection there as to like any of you recognize this? I pull out the watch that I was tinkering on.
Oh yeah.
So this appeared from his pocket and started floating around him when I was doing something just this morning.
Yeah, we couldn't make heads or tails of it.
Right. I mean, this stuff at the back, the symbol in a different language, is about the astral sea. It's about the old legend of like where souls used to go and stuff. So
Pass it around. Let's see if you can read.
see if
Yeah,
anybody
do you recognize it?
So
You
you
have the
actually.
freshest eyes.
So how I knew you is you were a bit of a researcher, like myself, into frontier magics and the arcane things. In particular about souls, and I went to you a few times for advice on the work that we were doing here. Ev and I used to work on souls, soul magic and whatnot, trying to split the soul energy from the storm into just pure energy and canister it and things, and all we'd get out is like wisps of soul, never like an intact person like the ones that live in his head. But that's why I would go to you to talk about souls.
Has
and
anyone
stuff.
explained that souls live in Everard's head to you?
No.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, no, I thought so.
So you're a researcher. You would know things about this frontier sort of magic things. So, but there were rumors when I knew you that you were doing so at the behest of the Blue Syndicate. So I didn't get involved with you.
Which is
super close.
which was good because you were the mole. The mole.
What's a mole?
How good's the mole?
What's
What's a
Or
mole?
tridents?
Oh, a mole is like a little wart that you get on your face.
I was.
Well.
Are
I
you
mean-
saying that Kay's a wart?
You
No.
You never had.
No. Let me explain. Let me explain. You get a
You're
little.
killing
Let me
it,
explain.
dude.
Let him finish. So warts bad, moles benign. Most of the
I
time.
love that you have an 18 charisma.
Oh, but this is charming.
This is charming, is it?
You know, the spluttering.
Talking-
It's
Talking
charming.
to someone you're trying to.
Yeah,
Chat
the
up.
numbers don't lie.
Talking to someone you're trying to chat up and calling her a wart.
Well, I realized when I started
I'm
the
a
explanation that moles don't exist. The animal.
Oh.
So it's like someone who's trying to blend in to learn more about the organizations they're
Double
infiltrating. Double agent. So when you were doing that research, it was for us.
So do you recognize the watch
Do I?
at all?
Roll me an investigation check.
It's always a 20.
You don't have it.
No.
Another one.
All of these things coming up.
19!
Oh!
Plus 4
Oh, that's good. You're smarty.
with proficiency.
Oh, you're
Very
smarty.
nice.
I'm
Oh,
thinking
it's
rogue.
so good to knock the proficiencies.
I'm thinking rogue.
But if it was rogue, wouldn't they
We've got
be
stealth,
higher?
perception, and
But
investigation.
not
Those are rogues.
expertise.
Ah, true. Expertise. But expertise could be in like sleight of
But
hand.
rogues get like a punch.
Sleight of hand.
So,
Anyway.
what do you see?
Oh.
What do you see?
What do I guess?
You look at this, and a memory comes to you. You are tracing down the exact marking that exists at the back of the clock to form a tattoo that would go on a body of one of these members. And as you're writing it, you are talking to someone. You're not looking at them. You're staring down as you trace this. And you explain, I don't know if it's going to be relevant, but he mentioned that he has some souls in him, and maybe this can help. It's a soul cage kind of a deal. It could maybe keep them from distracting him or sabotaging the mission. So maybe he'll work it out, or maybe he won't. And you return to
So sick.
That was a face journey. What is it?
It's a cage for souls. Like, from what I remember, you can literally trap a soul. I don't know. Do I know how many souls I don't know how many souls it can hold. But if, as you say, they're in your head, perhaps.
I'm Everard, by the way. So I didn't say that before, but I said hi.
Yeah, hi. Perhaps we can can you get them out?
we've been trying. it's a
I
whole
don't-
thing.
Do I know how it
Could you get that
works?
in?
I can
Oh.
definitely, knowing what it is, I can definitely use that in what I've been doing with him to try and see if we can.
That's why it's Chloe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Tap it into him. So they're part of that.
And
Yeah.
do you have that tattoo on you of this? This was, oh my god. Okay, alright. So this was meant for you.
Well defined.
Yes. Yeah, it came from his pocket earlier this morning.
Yeah, I found it in a magical room.
Uh-huh.
The place you got us kicked out of. With the book that tried to kill you?
Yeah, that's right.
Where your mum said she'd never talk to you again.
Yeah,
Oh, grandma.
that was dramatic.
It was traumatic.
Okay, shall we try?
I can certainly try.
Strap
I
it
can, if it's worth anything, I can sometimes see tethers to people's souls, I
yeah.
guess.
See if there's anything inside it already. Because if it's a soul cage, it might not be an empty one, and then we've got a problem if we try and use it. I mean, if it costs you nothing, give it a go.
I'd like to sort of try to open my mind to like the tethers, the golden tethers that I can see, and
Roll
see if
me a religion check.
Oh, you can see her
nice. That's gonna be good old 9.
I reckon roll better. Sounds like a pretty important roll to do.
It's shaky at first, and you get an echo of disappointment.
Just from us talking about your mother.
Bit rusty.
But you hone in, and slowly the golden tethers form around you. And what's very interesting is you haven't done this in over 29 days. But as you do, you can see the strong tethers between the 6 of you. And as you're holding this, you see 4 tethers to Everard. From it to him.
It's to him.
Sick. Okay.
This is separate to the one of his that's connected to all of you.
Mm-hmm. I think Hux kind of closes his mind to it and I guess starts accepting the fact that they're all stuck together again.
Success or what? Things in it?
Yeah.
There
Yeah,
are things
there's
in it. Ah, shit.
there are things in this. Yeah, they're connected to Ev.
You say things plural? There's things.
Oh
souls
yeah,
already
there's-
in this one.
There's Skepti, there's Sealy, there's
So that
In here.
they're,
Scorcha, and
wait, so they're not in here.
the,
Or is the tether sort of that they could be in there?
I'm
Would
not
that-
entirely sure how it works, but I know they are connected to this.
I could also try something.
Absolutely.
Sort of a secrets thing. It's not unlike what you do. Sort of a reverse engineering. And I'm
Not
gonna
bad.
I'm gonna burn a sorcery point. And manifest inscriptions.
Ooh.
As an action, I can cause any hidden magical marks, runes, wards, or glyphs within 15 feet of me to reveal themselves with a glow of 5 feet of dim light.
Dope.
Yeah. Where's that from?
Sorry,
It's from the new Critical Role.
can you read that one more time for me?
As an action, expend a sorcery point to cause any hidden magical marks, runes, wards, or glyphs within 15 feet of me to reveal themselves with a glow of 5 feet of dim light for a round.
You are blinded as every rune on all 5 of your bodies light up.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's a lot.
Only
Right.
for Iggy.
Oh,
Iggy's the only
never
one that
mind.
sees it.
Oh,
Or does it emit a glow? Can you see it or can everyone see it?
Everyone, they reveal themselves.
Reveal
Reveal
themselves.
themselves
Oh,
with a glow
shit.
of
So
5
all
feet
of you
dim
start
light.
glowing. Your tattoos, not only the ones that are visible, but the ones underneath.
Oh.
You'd also see-
What?
you'd also
There
see-
are parts of your tattoos that will be revealed in time.
wow.
You've discovered this previously. The lines that have not yet been crossed are visible
Like invisible ink.
like invisible ink underneath the tattoos.
You also see a couple of runes like around my workshop door.
Yeah.
Protection magic.
Crroal was here. Yeah.
One of them is
Just a dick. Fucking fat dick. I'm going to. I'm just gonna hold the watch up to my face and see if I can just try to focus on any hidden markings that I don't want this to be a trap.
You don't seem to see anything other than the marking at the back. There's nothing on the clockwork. It's just a...
All right, and it only lasts for a round, so they they pulse
Oh, thank God.
and then recede.
That was weird.
Well, I mean, this is the reason why we're getting everyone back together. If we can find out any more information than we don't already know. But it's safe.
I'd like to know a piece of information.
How'd you do that? That was cool.
Figured it out. You saw that Iggy touched the rune on his shoulder that he showed to Crroal earlier, and just sort of tried to like access whatever tattoo magic has been inscribed in his skin. And as I said, reverse engineer.
What are you saying, Dad?
Hey, Ev,
Yeah.
who's the secret passenger?
What do you mean?
That would be the rest of the soul energy that we were talking about that's listening and it like opens up to the rest of the souls.
Inside
I
check.
don't-
The reason...
Inside check.
Insight check?
Would I be able to know that the tethers are like singular entities, or?
You have only experienced them being singular entities.
Okay.
24.
24.
You're a liar.
4. I
You
don't know
roll
what
a
my
4?
thingy is, but...
12.
Plus 5.
Wow!
Dial
These are great fucking skills to have.
And that
proficiency.
is also your proficiency.
Hell yeah.
What did you roll?
10.
10.
Oh, sorry, 12.
12.
24.
These two buy it. They don't buy it.
Cadence, they are straight up lying.
Oh, you are a liar.
It's kind of an important thing to lie about.
Yeah. So I must have a pretty important reason, then you'd think.
Yeah, I think we should back off on this one.
Okay.
Sorry. Why should we back off?
Well, if they're hiding something from us, it's probably for a reason, right? Aren't we all on the same side?
I feel like
Debatable.
we've had enough hidden from each other and from ourselves for...
If it's personal,
Ev is working through some extra stuff on top of the three sisters, and it is important to us right now, for the sake of my research, that we do not explain further than that, because it could be detrimental to you getting the band back together.
okay, now I'm interested.
I'm working through things, and I'm gonna ruin the integrity of my research
Giving us information.
if I tell you more than I understand about it at the moment.
Well, how long do you need?
I don't know yet. I'm getting closer, and with the new information about this, I feel like I can get even closer.
It's been like
If you give me
months worth of work.
Yeah, if you give me like literally 10 minutes, I can identify this now that I know what it is and confirm your theory about what it is and what it does. I'll learn a little bit more about the magic behind it.
Look, the more information, that's why we're here, the better. So,
I'm going to ritually cast Identify.
Okay.
So I get out a bunch of, like, I put it in the space of I clear out some space in my workshop, and I clear, there's like a runic circle on there, and I put it in there. I start getting out like bags of like salt and things and taking notes about how it reacts to that. For 10 minutes, I'm doing all sorts of little experiments about it. I get out a small little piccolo looking thing, and it's like a dog whistle, nobody hears it, but I'm looking for how it vibrates to it, and taking all sorts of notes. And I cast Identify on it.
Okay.
Which should tell me a whole bunch of stuff, I think, if I read actually what it does.
In the meantime, that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh, that's such a cliffhanger!
On information? God damn it.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of the Chronicles of Aelwyn. Thank you again to our sponsors for this evening, Sphinx Stationery and Emily K. Smith.
Fuck everyone.
Wings!
We will see you next Tuesday.
Mm,